Hello friends, welcome to the course on genetics. In last videos we already learned the concept of linkage and crossing over, and today we will learn about the next point of linkage, that is two-point test cross and construction of gene map or linkage map by using two-point test cross. So let us proceed to the linkage map and two-point test cross. So test cross we know very well. Test cross is the cross between F1 dihybrids with their recessive parents. So we have seen in Mendelism what is test cross. It is the cross between F1 dihybrids with their recessive parents. The percentage of crossing over between two linked genes can be calculated by this test cross. So we can calculate the percentage of crossing over between two linked genes on a chromosome or on different chromosomes. So in such crosses, crossing over is involved at 2 points, so they are known as two-point test cross. So a two-point test cross is done to determine the recombinant frequency between two linked genes. So with the help of two-point test cross, we can not only measure the distance between these two linked genes, but we can also know the recombinant frequency between these two genes. So with the help of two-point test cross, we may calculate the distance between two linked genes. The frequency of crossing over between two genes is directly proportional to the distance between those genes. So once we measure frequency of crossing over, or once we calculate the frequency of crossing over, automatically we will get result of distance between these two genes. So now we will see how to construct a gene map by using two-point test cross. So for the purpose of better understanding, we will take an example and we will see. We have selected two parents here, a red spined Drosophila and another is pink spineless Drosophila. So a red spined Drosophila, which is having the genotype capital R capital S, is crossed to a pink spineless which is having small r small s genotype. So we have selected two types of Drosophila. One is with red color and spined body and another is with pink color and spineless body. We get F1 different types of F1 individuals. So whatever the F1 individuals they will produce, we have to select only F1 females for the test cross. So when F1 females or F1 female of that offspring, it is crossed with pink spineless male, the count of the offspring produced by the test cross is as follows. So we can get offsprings from the test cross. These are like this. So we will get four types of offsprings here: red spined, pink spined, rain spineless and pink spineless. So red spined are having number 453, pink spined they having number 55, red spineless they having number 50 and pink spineless they are having number 442. So from this genotype we can know who are the parental types and who are the recombinant types. Now what we have to discuss or what we have to calculate here. So our example says calculate the distance between genes, that is capital R small r and capital S small s, means we have to calculate distance between R and S, responsible for color, that is red, pink and spine present or absent respectively. So we have to measure the distance between these two genes, that is gene R and gene S. So the first and most important thing and step to calculate the distance is to recognize the parental types and recombinant types. So out of these four offsprings, we have to first of all identify which are the parental types and which are the recombinant types. So there are two methods. By using those two, we can identify which are parental and which are recombinant. So first method, it is this method by using genotype. So here you can see both genotypes are dominant, means both capital R and capital S. So they are homozygous. When any offspring it contains homozygous alleles, they are parents. Here also you can see both are homozygous, both are recessive, and they are also parents. So this is first method to identify we can identify parents. So in this way we can identify parents. Another way to identify parents, it is on the basis of number of progeny. So here you can see 453, it is big number, and another big number is 442. So when progeny is higher or number of progeny is higher than all of other offspring, then they are definitely parents. So out of all these 4 offsprings, 453 and 442, they are large numbers and they are definitely the parental types. Means 453 it is having red spined body and pink spineless, they are having 442 in number. So number of these offspring and progeny also useful to recognize, to identify parental types. In second case you can see here you can see both middle, that is pink spined and red spineless, they are the recombinant other than parents. It can be understood by their genotype. Genotypes, both genotypes are not homozygous, they are heterozygous, that is one is small r and another is capital S. So they are heterozygous. So here also you can understand which are the recombinant type. Here also you can see red spineless means one capital R and one is small s. So they are also heterozygous. So these two are recombinants and the intermediates of these two parents. It is also recognized by using their number. So definitely number of recombinants are lesser than the number of parental types. So the offspring which are having lesser number of progeny, they are definitely recombinant types. So in this way we can recognize, identify which are the parental types and which are the recombinant types. Now as capital R and capital S and small r and small s genotypes are showing highest frequency, that is 453 and 442 respectively, they are considered as parental types or they are the parental types. Small r capital S and capital R small s are the genotypes showing crossover and hence they are recombinants with lowest frequencies, that is 55 and 50. So as compared to parental types, number or frequency of these recombinant types, it is less or lower, so they are the recombinant types. Distance between two genes, it can be calculated by recombinant frequencies by using the formula. So here for the calculation of distance between two genes, we have to use only recombinant frequencies and we have to use the formula for that. Recombinant frequency is equal to number of recombinant offsprings divided by number of all offsprings into 100. So recombinant frequency, it is equals to distance between two genes. So for to measure the distance between two genes, we have to use the similar formula, that is recombinant frequency is equal to number of recombinant offsprings. See here, only number of recombinant offsprings, we are not considering number of parental offspring here, only we are selecting number of recombinant offsprings and they are divided by number of all offsprings and into 100. So we have the data with us. We have recombinant offspring, that is 55 and 50. So here 55 and 50 divided by 1000 into 100. So 55 plus 50, it becomes 105 divided by 1000 into 100. So result comes 10.5%. So our result will be 10.5%. So recombinant frequency, how much we get? It is 10.5. Now we should know 1% crossing over, that is recombination, is equal to 1 centimorgan or 1 map unit. So if there is 1% crossing over, then it is equal to 1 centimorgan. In our example, we have seen we got result 10.5%. So 10.5% crossing over or recombination is equal to 10.5 centimorgan or 1 map unit. So according to this formula, we can say 10.5% recombination is equals to 10.5 centimorgan or 1 map unit. 10.5 map unit. Recombination frequency is directly proportional to distance between two genes. We know very well. So recombination frequency is equal to or directly proportional to distance between two genes. So the distance between two genes, that is R and S, is 10.5 map unit or centimorgan. So we can construct a gene map. So this is suppose a chromosome on which gene R is present, gene S is present, and we have to measure distance between these two. So as we have measured distance of frequency of recombinant, and that is nothing but the distance between these two genes, only unit will be changed. We can use centimorgan or we can use map unit as a unit to measure distance between two genes. So in this way we can construct a gene map, or we can measure the distance between two genes which are present on a same chromosome or another chromosome, and both genes are linked. So this is all about construction of gene map. These are some references. Thank you for your attention.